Hey, are you wondering what are the 15 things that you need to know living in Scottsdale, Arizona?
I live here and I want to know.
Well, stay tuned. We're going to talk all about it. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're talking all about the 15 things that you need to know living here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Now, these 15 things aren't in any real particular order. They're just 15 things that we thought would be nice for you guys all to know about living here. And even if you've lived here for a while, you might find one or two things here very helpful and useful for your day-to-day life. So let's dive on right into it. First and foremost is the climate. Now, our climate here, I love it. But during summer, it can be quite brutal. So just be warned that during summer, there are many, many days, sometimes a month or up to two, where it's 100 degrees plus as the high every single day. You just kind of have to bear through it, like our northern brethren do for their winters, where they're just bearing through it, waiting for spring to come. We go through summer, waiting for fall. Because once that fall, winter, and spring seasons come, it is beautiful out. So as long as you can make it through that summer, you'll be just fine.
But we don't need a snow shovel to make it through the summer.
No, we don't. We just need shorts and t-shirts.
So next up on the list is all the outdoor activities that are available here in Scottsdale. And there are a lot of them. From golfing to biking to hiking to outdoor like tennis. Oh, pickleball. Pickleball has gotten huge here. So if you're really into outdoor activities, you're going to love living in Scottsdale because there's something to do all the time.
Let's not forget the lakes around for boating,
yeah.
fishing, water sports. During winter, the mountains not too far away, only about 2 hours if you're into skiing, snowboarding, or any other winter sports. So plenty of you to do if you're an outdoor lover. It's a perfect spot. Next up is shopping and dining. So we are pretty famous around for having some of the best shopping and dining in the entire region and by region I mean the entire Southwest. Only other places that really come close are some of the big cities out on the seaboard, like maybe LA or San Fran. But in my opinion, we're just right up there with them with our shopping and dining. We got everything you could ever want here. So if that's your game to get out there and explore the different shops, or if you're a foodie and want to try all the different restaurants and stuff around, again, perfect spot. All right, and next up on the list is that nightlife. Now, a lot of us, we do like our nightlife, going out on the weekends, Friday night, getting out there. Scottsdale is fantastic for them. Big scene for it is down over in Old Town. Tons of bars and everything else there. But even during the day or football days and stuff, tons of events and other stuff going on. But the nightlife is spectacular. A lot of options, as I mentioned. Old Town, you have Kieran Scottsdale Quarter, up at Desert Ridge. Plenty of other spots around. So many different bars and pubs, karaoke places. It's good fun. Just get out there at night and enjoy yourself.
So next up on the list is our traffic. So especially in the winter when all of our winter visitors are here, our traffic can get pretty heavy and very frustrating because a lot of people are driving out there. They don't really know where they're going. So all of a sudden they want to turn left from the right-hand lane, things like that. So you just got to be prepared. So if you are driving anywhere during like the rush hour times especially, just give yourself plenty of time to get to your destination, and that way you won't get too frustrated.
Yep, patience is key. Next up, we have tourism. Now, we are great for tourism, especially during the winter months because it's so beautiful here with our highs in the 70s or, usually no lower than the mid 60s except for 1 or 2 days a year. But it is great for that, especially with all our outdoor activities and sports and recreation. Draws a lot of people out here, and we love that during the winter months when they come down. Provides a lot of job opportunities and everything else. Just be prepared that it gets a bit busy. Need a reservation if you want to go or do anything really, and prices can go up.
Next up are professional sports. So if you are a professional sports aficionado, we've got it all. We've got football, we have baseball, basketball, hockey, lacrosse, soccer.
Well, our lacrosse and soccer teams aren't technically pro leagues yet, but they're working on getting there. I believe it's the Phoenix Lightning.
Yeah.
They're pretty close to getting into the professional soccer league here, but we do have the Cardinals, the Diamondbacks, the Coyotes, Suns.
And we also, I just heard recently, there's a professional pickleball organization, and so we have a professional pickleball team
Oh
here.
yeah, plus all the spring training that's here over in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
And then during the winter time in February, we have the Waste Management Open. So if you do like sports, no matter which one it is, we got you covered. Next up, we have culture. So we are pretty culturally rich here over in Scottsdale. We have a ton of museums, art galleries, other exhibitions. So it is pretty great if you are into that culturally significant stuff and just want to dive right into our culture over here in Scottsdale.
Yeah, there's a lot of different kinds of museums too. We have the Scottsdale Museum of Contemporary Art. We have the Western Museum. We have the Musical Instrument Museum. So a lot of different options for you if you're into the museum scene. Oh, and I think there's a dinosaur museum too.
Oh, there is. Oh, and now that you mention it, there's the USS Arizona Memorial as well.
Oh, yeah.
Which, even living here, I did not know about that until about 6 months ago.
Yep. Next up on the list is education. So Scottsdale has some of the best public schools in the state of Arizona. We also have a lot of charter schools and private schools. A lot of elementary schools are A+ rated. We have the Maricopa County, the community college system here. We have a campus here. We've got higher education with ASU right in our backyard. We've got Northern Arizona up in Flagstaff, Arizona State University down in Tucson.
University of Arizona?
University of Arizona. We have some Grand Canyon University and a few other private universities. We also have the law school, the
Yep.
medical schools.
Journalism school, and all kinds of stuff. So if higher education's your game, we got you covered right here, either within the city or right next door. Next up is healthcare. So Scottsdale has some of the top-rated healthcare facilities around, from Honor Health and Mayo and everything in between. A lot of different specialty stuff, such as Barrow Neurological. We have the Cancer Institutes here as well. So if medical is your game, either professionally or if you are looking for that medical coverage or just worried about it in general, we got you covered.
A lot of biotech companies too that are setting up shop here as well. So next up on the list is the cost of living in Scottsdale, and it is now higher than the national average, and that is mostly due to the cost of our housing here now, because there's so many people, especially during COVID, that were looking for moving to a nicer, warmer climate. Our real estate prices just went sky high. So the cost of housing is much higher here. So that is a factor that you're going to have to take into consideration if you're considering the Scottsdale area.
Next up is diversity. Now, a lot of people when they think or hear about Scottsdale think, a very affluent community, but we are very diverse here with all kinds of different cultures, all making a nice, perfect melting pot with a hint of that Southwest over top of all those other cultures. So
You mean all the cowboys?
Exactly. So it makes it nice and interesting and always nice to be wonderfully diverse.
So next up on the list is safety. And for the size of Scottsdale, it is considered one of the safest cities in the area.
Yep, exactly. Crime rate is nice and low. So if you were wondering what are the safe cities around and wondering if Scottsdale safe, it is. Next up is transportation. Now,
Or lack thereof?
or lack thereof. Now, a car is necessary for the vast majority of activities, but we do have some public transportation, especially in certain areas where it's not too bad. If you're in the downtown or Old Town Scottsdale area or around the Kierland area, public transportation is pretty good, as well as the walk scores around there are also very good. If you're more on the outskirts, definitely recommend a car. We do have the City Metro bus system. So if you're not living on one of those major sections of the bus stop, it can be quite a walk to get to your home or from wherever you're going to the bus stop. But if you are further into the city in the main parts, the Metro could be a great spot, or the trolley system that they have down in Old Town. So we do have some public transport. Highlight of some.
And last on our list is community. So Scottsdale, is as big as it is a pretty tight-knit community. There's a lot of groups and activities that you can join depending on what you're into. So if you're into biking, there's bike clubs. If you're into pickleball, there's pickleball clubs. If your kids are into soccer, there's soccer clubs. So there's a little bit of something for everybody. I mean, book clubs and you name it. If you're interested in a club, there are options for you in the Scottsdale area.
Yeah, so just get out there, get involved with the community, and get to know your neighbors. Well, that covers the 15 things you need to know when living in Scottsdale. Now, we do hope you liked this video. If you did like it or found it helpful, please hit that like button. That way other people can find it and find it helpful as well. If there's anything we didn't cover that you think we should have, please leave a comment down below or shoot us a DM or a message. All our contact information is down below if you guys have any other questions about Scottsdale
Give
or
us a call.
any of the other Phoenix area communities. We got you covered. But thanks for joining us. Have a great one.